Hey guys, it's Nate from Lights on Barnell here. I had a lot of people ask me about the EFL Train video and the mapping, so I just kind of wanted to show everybody how I did it based on kind of like Jackie's demo that he did of the train. So my display, I have the engine, two flat cars, and then the caboose. I also have two of the EFL NSR medium trees, two of the presents from EFL, and then I have two. These are the RRBLs, the really, really big lights from Home Depot. Mine also has three of the P5 two panel screens. So I have one in the engine here and then two in the caboose. So what I did was one, I individually mapped the cars, kind of how Jackie showed in his video, using states. So these are just states um, using all. But what I did was I made a couple different states. So I went in we'll just do the flat car for example here. And the standard one has static. So the static was kind of a red, white, and blue theme. I copied that theme and then I did a couple standards. So I have a white and a blue. So I changed the red. I didn't even change the names. I just looked at the screen. I got blue, white, and gray. And then I did a white and a red option. And then I did kind of a Christmas color option. So these are nice when I'm just doing a sequence that I want the train in. Um, I have those states set. I did the same thing for the engine. I think the engine I only have two states to find, but I figured that would, between the blues and then the Christmas colors, it kind of covers most of the options I have for sequences. I'll probably do some other ones moving forward, but that's kind of how I handled it this season. Was I had my blues and my Christmas colors. Lastly, same thing for the caboose, which is up here. So those are going to have the same states. I've got my blue and I got my Christmas. So real easy just to quickly select those. In sequencer, as you can see, I've got blue set up. This is for the Polar Express sequence um, from Showstopper. So I've got the engine, I've got the flat car, so that's going to be the blue, and I've got the caboose, which is the blue also. For the smoke, I just used the states he's got for that. Timing track in the beats. This showstopper sequence had beats that are timed to the music, so it actually works out real well that the smoke is actually to the beats of the music. Um, so I just have those states. For my windows, I did faces. I'm actually going to run a render real quick while we're talking. So I did the faces. So this sequence has two sets of singing faces. It's got the conductor, which is my engine window that sings, so Tom Hanks, and then it's got the kids that sing. So those kids are in the back caboose here. The engine, let's see if I can get it to show. It doesn't want to show right now, but the engine's going to be, the conductor, Tom Hanks, in the window. So that's the same one that's on the screen here and on the mini tree, or on my mega tree. I just took that and brought it over to the train window. I use that same timing that they had for those lyrics and the same faces. I just added that to my P5 panel. And they also have the singing kids, I think, are on this window here. So those are the guys back here. So there we go. It finally rendered. There's my conductor, and then here's the kids singing somewhere here. We have the kids singing. So that's how I handled those windows. What I did though was I did groups. So if you look at my engine, if I come in here to the engine and look at my groups, you'll see I have them in the all groups. But then I also did, here's my all pixel groups. Um, but I also have the EFL Train. So on sequences where the train's more of a feature, like obviously Polar Express is a train song. Um, I do the individual mapping on the groups. So, Jackie, when he did his video, said, the horizontals on the train generally map to icicles. So I made a group that was train horizontals, and I called it icicles because it's a lot easier to map. Same thing, this is the arch or the icicles group that he recommended mapping those to. There's a couple groups he recommended mapping candy canes, mini trees, wheels, wheels outline. So I didn't do these two and this one because I actually did those individually. So on sequences where I really want the train to be featured, I'll go in and do the states for each of these. So I've got, the cow pusher in here. I've got states for that. I've got, my bars, my cylinder spirals. So that's, how we're getting all this. I've got the timing for the wheels. So these are just simple bars effects on the wheels. The forward is half of what the bigger wheels are. So that's how we get the wheels looking the same. So I take the time and do this on each one. The sequences where the train is just in the background, what I did was I highlighted all this because this is kind of my standard for the train. And then I went into my preview effects and I just made a train. So I notate that it starts at the caboose and then goes down. It's 8. So I literally just paste it. It sets all my effects for me. On the other ones where it's more detailed, I have state effects or presets for those where I've actually copied all the engine effects. Same thing if I look at my flat car, you'll see I've got the spinners for that defined. So I keep those presets so I can get this done a lot quicker. But on the everyday sequences where the train is just kind of in the background, I generally just copy this right here and then just paste that into every sequence, and then I'll just change the colors. So I have a preset for blue and I have a preset for Christmas, and then I kind of go in and edit from there. The props that are on here, those mini trees are just in my mini tree group, so all the mini trees are doing the same thing. The RBLs are same as my RBL group because I've got RBLs all over the house here and the trees up on the house. Same thing with the presents; those are just part of the presents group. But I do have those individual groups too that are not on this mapping. It's on my master layout. But I can individually do those too if I want. But it's just kind of easier just to lump those in. The last thing I do when the windows are singing and not just a matrix, I do black out under it, so that keeps the whole house effects from going over the display on this. But that's pretty much it. I just kind of have these groups to make it a little easier. They are in the all group, so if I am mapping, these things are in the all groups, but I can individually do them. But I pretty much just followed along on Jackie's video, and the mapping for the window outlines. I just literally made a group, so all my window outlines are there. All my overall outlines. So this whole group for all of the train outlines is literally all the outlines on these. So it just makes it a little easier, and when I'm mapping it, I don't have to remember what's what. I just literally put that in the name. So hope this helps somebody. I'm planning to expand this. I'm also going to post a video of the build later this month. I did take pictures as I went and the build with the P5 panels and all that. So I'll be posting that. But hope this helps someone out. It's a real cool prop. Everybody loved it. I'm lucky enough to be on a corner lot here, so I've got the whole side of my house to work with for this train, which is going to get much bigger at some point. Um, but hopefully this helps somebody. Good luck with your show. This is my 2025 setup. Looking forward to expanding this and adding to it in 2026. Have a good one.